Here's how it's done.
So guys, I had to cut a lot of this out because this was actually a pretty long carve the way Dad did it. But you can see full videos on our YouTube channel, Old Dave 100, and we go into a lot more detail than we can on our short form stuff. So once Dad got his layout done, he used the carving liner for all of the really sharp points, like the palms on the palm trees. It was quite a bit of work with the carving liner, but I don't think you could do it with a profile because it's just too fat. Now once he got all the fine detail work done, then he went in with his profile bit at 3/16 of an inch deep, which is pretty standard for us, and he carved out everything else. So you want to make sure you actually go over what you already carved with a carving liner, because if you're going to take anything out around that, like Dad's going to do on this one, you don't have enough room with just the line you carved with the carving liner. You have to widen that out a little bit so you can get in there with your 90-degree bit. Now for the letters, they were really small and real close together, so Dad actually brought his profile bit up to 1/8 of an inch deep. That way he could get in those small areas in between the letters. Once that's all done, Dad's using his 90-degree bit, and he's going to give a big bold line around the outside of the carving to really make it pop and stand out from the board. Then he's going to go in and he's going to take out everything else inside the carving. So everything that Dad's taking out right now, once we spray it black, that's all going to stay black. So you want to make sure you get everything in there below the surface of the board. And then for the edge, he's just putting a real deep chamfer on it with our 45-degree chamfer bit. Then once all the carving is done, Dad sprayed it all with a black primer, being careful not to overspray so it doesn't bleed. To get the primer off, he's using an 80 grit disc on our DeWalt disc sander, and then for a good clean finish, he's using a 120 grit disc on the random orbital sander. Now normally we do one of two things with color. We either use one-shot paint after the finish is all done, or we use felt pens like Sharpies or something like that. But these are actually what they call acrylic markers, and this is only Dad's second time ever using them, and we really like them. I will say the color is a little bit more pastel than we like, but once you put a finish on it, it kind of brightens it up a little bit. The real nice thing about these is that they don't bleed into one another, so you can make really defined lines. Then Dad threw some clear on it, and man, I think this thing just looks really, really nice.
Everything I used on here is over at our website, makeawoodsign.com. Go check it out.